Hey guys, what's up? This is 30th September question answer series of discussion of question answer. I'll discuss today the very ethics question answers basically because the questions from the today's articles has been taken from different other newspapers. Actually, the standard newspaper has not been published today, so let's see the very question of ethics, guys. Those questions are very good from ethics part. So let's discuss those. First question they are asking about: behavior and attitudinal changes are necessary for the success of governmental initiatives. You have to illustrate this whole sentence, whatever is being written here, right? Now, just see the essence of what from this statement they are actually trying to put forth in front of you. They are telling that behavioral and attitudinal changes are somewhere necessary for the success of these governmental initiatives. Means up till now the governmental initiatives has not been getting success. I mean, somewhere or the other, few of the governmental initiatives are not getting success. So to increase the success rate of those things, you have to, if we are bringing the behavioral and attitudinal changes, then it is possible to bring the success rate in all those governmental schemes or the governmental initiatives. Now these changes will means we have to come up with these changes with respect to government as well as the citizen, because it is impossible for just for the government to make these all initiatives getting whole and wholly and solely success. All right, so let's see the very let's see the starting, guys. How we will start it means as to what I have started. I have first written about a bit about governmental initiatives, that what are the governmental initiatives and who are the stakeholders associated with it, and then I have explained the need of behavioral and attitudinal changes. And one thing, guys, I have not segregated the two different aspects that what I've discussed now, that behavioral and attitudinal changes must come from government as well as from the citizens of India. So if you at all want, then you can incorporate differently in different sectors, like what are the role must be of, there must be of government, what are the role the normal citizens must ensure to bring out the success in governmental initiatives, right? That is totally dependent on you. But what I have discussed is I have just wholly and solely together I have just mixed up these both the points, right? Because if means I was not getting much points, that's why I've just mixed up all the points. So yeah, let's see. Huh, guys, this will act as a starting, of course, the introductory part. Governmental initiatives are the developmental focused steps taken for the welfare of citizen of a nation. All right, one more thing, guys. Whenever you're writing the ethics answer, don't write it as a GS answer. Trust me, don't write it as a GS answer. Always try to incorporate the ethical words in it, right? Say for example, in this first two sentences, see I have how many ethical sentences I've used. Welfare is an ethical word. All right, then development is also an ethical word. All right, then okay, let's see. The success of such initiatives are, however, depending on joint collaboration and honest efforts. Honest is also an ethical word. Effort from the associated stakeholder. All right, so let's see the need of behavioral and attitudinal changes. What is the need of behavioral and attitudinal changes? If behavioral and attitudinal changes are come up, then there might be success of governmental initiatives. How? It will help in achieving the real target and effective implementation of the governmental initiative. And see, at times happens is that whenever you are trying to make understand the ethics answer to the teacher or the invigilator, whosoever is being checking your copy, then at times it is you won't be getting that what the student actually wants to write. So to make understand much more clearly to the invigilator, what you can do is you can incorporate examples in each and every points you're writing, right? Say for example, in this I have written that it will help achieving the real targets of the governmental initiatives as well as the effective implementation of the steps being taken by the government. How? There is an example called Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Earlier also there was an Abhiyan which was called Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan, and the objective of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan were both the same. But the success rate of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is much more greater than the Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan. Why? How? Because the government has tried to bring forth these behavioral changes in the normal people. They have campaigned a lot. They have initiated TV campaigning, they have initiated radio campaigning, they have initiated like nukkad nataks, and miss everywhere this there was hue and cry about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. All right, so this has automatically got people's behavior has been changed. That we earlier people used to urinate in public places, but now that has not been eliminated, I would say, but it has reduced to a great extent. All right, so this is the impact of behavioral and attitudinal changes. You just have to make it understand to the invigilator that yes, I know, and say, see, this is my example and I've made you understand. And one more thing, guys, whenever I am writing the answers, don't write the answers like what I am writing, because I only try to write the main major keywords. I don't write each and whole soul answers, right? I just want to make you understand that what you should write to get more and more marks in exams, right? Because I'm not going to give the exam. I mean, I will of course give the exam, but the thing is that I will not write your answer, right? You have to write your answer. So just don't try to write just point wise. Since here I have written Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, you just have to write the whole soul thing what I've told you. That Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was earlier also known as Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan, but the success rate of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has been greater because of the more behavioral change and whatever I've told you, that they have campaigning mode and all. You can write it, right? Next is smooth acceptability of laws and less conflict in society. There is an example, law against dowry. Though dowry has not been eliminated to a wholesale extent, but still, since the curiosity, the what you can say, the campaigning mode of this dowry against dowry is so much that people are day by day it is getting eliminated from our society, right? So that is what this how it is possible, by incorporating the truth about dowry in your textbooks. Hana? In your schools, you just get to know that no, dowry is bad thing. We should not take dowry. Earlier, there was other misconceptions. Means our forefathers were taking dowries because they were having misconception that girls can't do anything. If girls will come to my home, then they will come as a housewife only, right? So that perception was that perception. But now the society has changed. The women labor force is also coming forth to add some. Value addition to the Indian society. All right, so that's why it is being said that there is smooth acceptability of law if behavioral and attitudinal changes are being incorporated in the governmental initiatives. Next is a rational targeting of beneficiaries. You can write here the examples of Pahal scheme, guys, because Pahal scheme has governmental has done a very much good thing to bring forth changes in the attitude of normal citizens. They have done the campaigns of this under this Pahal initiative. In fact, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has himself done the campaign of it, and they have urged the normal people that those who are not those who are capable of giving leaving that LPG subsidy, they please leave, because if you are leaving that LPG subsidy, then that money will be given to the poorer section of the society, right? So that has got a huge success, Pahal scheme, right? So this is through this behavioral and attitudinal change, you are targeting rational to the beneficiaries. Beneficiaries could be much more effectively targeted. Next is you can ensure social, moral, and economic growth of the society and the nation also. How? You can give the example of inclusion of people in tax slabs. Earlier people there were businessmen who used to dodge the tax money, but the governmental has urged that okay, we are reducing the tax slab so that you can incorporate yourself to the national mainstream, right? So they were also like, okay, if we need to give from 3 lakh to 5 lakh, if the tax slab is getting 5% only, which was earlier 10%, then it's not problematic for us also to get enrolled ourselves into that tax slabs. That's fine for us, right? So this is kind of attitudinal changes that government has government has got success over, right? Next is establishing standard, culture, and precedent for the forthcoming generation to adopt on the lines which is based on the ethical and moral values. Because by incorporating these attitudinal behavioral changes by bringing these changes, the government has achieved many milestones. Say for example, Pahal scheme we have already discussed, right? So in that scheme, since government has brought about the attitudinal change in the normal people, then the normal people were also happy that okay, whatever the government has done, it's fine, and we are also coordinating with the government, and this has set the precedent for the future generation to make some sort of laws regarding it, right? So overall, the future way of the government is also getting cleared. Means government, if at all government want to bring some sort of changes, some sort of bring governmental initiatives which are not getting success, then they can give the tarka of behavioral and attitudinal change in it, then they might be getting success. Those governmental initiatives might be getting success. So you can write yourself, I mean, these much points if you at all want to, and if you at all have more points, then please write in the comment section below. I will also get me learn from you, right? And the example of it, guys, I have just left this blank portion for you. You just write it yourself, right? I just want to learn something from you. Okay, next question is, bias is a natural to human behavior, right? Biasness means, say for example, I'm giving bias to certain religion. All right, means I'm giving much priority to certain religion than certain other religion. So that is, in that situation, is called biasness. All right, you got it. So it is asking that bias is a natural human behavior. Means they have given an example. Means you just have to decode this example by giving the definition of biasness, right? Now and use by definition should be like okay, means what is biasness, and you have to relate it to the natural and human behavior. I mean, if you are in definition only you can write it, then that will be much more better. Otherwise the thing that is been asked through this decoding this line will be what is biasness. Okay, that's it's as simple as that. So first is that. Next is, what do you understand by impartiality? uh, this is direct question, what is impartiality, right? Third is, how can we ensure impartiality in professional life as well as personal life? Means both the things you have to incorporate, that how to bring the impartiality in personal life as well as professional life, and these both things you have to segregate thing. That will be much more better, because see, professional life is what the values, the impartiality which you are seeing in your professional career है ना, and personal life is your personal career, means your बीवी बच्चा वाला career. All right, so that is other thing. So that's why I'm just telling you, I'm just urging you to write it in segregated way. That will be much more better. All right, so yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, let's discuss the answer, guys. Bias is a cognitive perception. See, again I'm telling you, whenever you use the answer writing the ethics answer, then please incorporate these key terms, right? So bias is a cognitive perception towards some object, matter or situation. It may be positive or negative. Okay, that is the thing what I have already discussed, that what is biasness. If I'm getting biased to certain religion or something, then that will be, I'm giving priorities to some religion with respect to other religion, right? So, and I've written this cognitive perception because here, because say for example, I'm being brought up in a certain society in which I'm belonging to certain religion, and my forefathers, my fathers, my parents, my everywhere around my societies are telling that okay, our religion is good, our religion is good, and that religion is bad. So since I will be being brought up in that kind of environment, so I will also try to believe that okay, our religion is good, right? So my cognition has been set up like that, that okay, my religion is good and that religion is bad. All right, means I'm getting biased towards my religion. All right, and this the same thing happens with the political ideologies also. Some excuse me, guys, someone excuse me. So someone is politically getting biased towards certain ideologies, like left ideology. Someone is towards right ideology. All right. So this is the thing. I mean, this is the definition of biasness, right? Now let's come to impartiality. What is impartiality, guys? It is a situation which is non-aligned to any kind of biasness. All right, and taken and take the final decision on the basis of objectivity. Means if you are impartial, then you will always take decisions on the basis of rationality, on the basis of objectivity. If you are seeing that okay, yes, there are certain flaws in that religion, but there are certain good things in also the religion, then you won't be treating that religion to be superior or inferior. You will make your objective analysis through yourself, through your cognitive skills and whatever. So this is the definition of impartiality. And if you want to give an example, then that will be like an adding cherry to your cake. So civil servants are impartial towards any kind of political inclinations. All right, so this is the example. Now how you would ensure this impartiality to your professional life? By maintaining honesty. See guys, I've just written here the keywords. This doesn't mean that you will also write here the keyword. You have to explain it to the full extent, right? So if you are maintaining honesty in your professional life, then you will be impartial. And if you won't maintain honestly, then of course you will, there is a huge risk that there is a huge probability that you will become partial to some sort of persons or some sort of ideology or something like that, right, in your professional life. Next is transparency and accountability. If you're maintaining, then that is also a kind of bringing impartiality to your professional life, because if you're transparent, then everything is clear, there is nothing hidden inside, right? And it will also make you accountable. If you're accountable, then also you're impartial. It will be kind of impartial only. And you can write any points, whatever you feel like. The example can be anything. Anything example, right? Next is if there is a standard codification of norms, then also impartiality is maintained. I'll give you an example. Say for example, there is a company I've made. I'm the CEO of that company, I'm the head of the company, and you guys are the employees, right? If there is no codification of any rules, anything, then whatever I want I can do. You people can also, since there are no norms, you will just, if the time is 9 a.m. to enter the office, you will come in 10 a.m. someone will come at 10:30 a.m. But if there is some sort of standard codification of norms inside the office, then everyone will be like very cautious that okay, I have to enter the office at this much time, I have to enter the office at this much time, right? So this is what I want to make you understand, that this will not, this will create a environment of impartial environment in your professional life also, right? If you are making the norms standard or codified. Next is the culture of discipline is very important. The example you can best put is here, the discipline in our army. There is no partiality in our army. Means if a soldier is from Assam region and if a soldier is from Maharashtra region, both will be treated same. All right. They will not be treated like that that guy is from northeast, so don't give him that, don't give him the actual salary, just give him less salaries. No, this is not the thing, right? So this is kind of the discipline. If you're maintaining, then you can ensure impartiality in your professional life. Now how you will ensure it in your personal life? By being honest to yourself first. If you are being honest to yourself, then that I will not become biasness towards certain persons or certain thing, right? Since I'm honest to myself, means whatever the decision I'm going to take, I know that I will be taking the objective decision only. ठीक है, फालतू वाला decision मैं नहीं लूँगा. You will be quite sure of yourself, right? Next is if you're ensuring objective decisions, whatever, like I've already discussed the both things together. Next is if you ensure not being prejudiced. Prejudicing means I have to ensure in my personal life that I'm not prejudiced to certain ideologies or certain facts. Like if somebody is telling that okay, don't talk to that guy because that guy is not a social person, means if someone is telling that doesn't mean that I will not talk to that guy. I will talk to that guy, I'll get to know that what is his problem, and if there is an actual, in reality there's some problem exists, I will try to short it up, right? It doesn't mean that I won't talk to him, right? Means I have used my instincts. I have not I didn't went with the one who has said me about that third person that don't talk to that person, right? So this is kind of thing that if you want to bring impartiality in a personal life, you just have to ensure that you are not getting prejudiced or by some sort of decisions by some other persons or all. Next is you should utilize the strength of emotional intelligence. It is a major point, guys. It is a major if you are writing this kind of answers, then if this keyword is missing, then your answer is totally adhura type of thing, right? Means it is not complete answer. So you just have to incorporate this keyword, right? So And what is emotional intelligence, not going to discuss, because you can read it from your ethics answer sheet discussion. It is much more clearly describedly written, I guess. So yeah. So guys, this was all about the today's question answer series discussion. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much.